Okay,
We
one
wish.
second more. Okay, guys, hello everybody. My name is Danila. I'm a host of today's demo pitch. I remind you that demo pitch is a trial pitch dedicated to make sure you're 100% ready to present your project in front of VC funds. Let me quickly introduce you to LATOKEN Investment Committee representative, Jory Chloe and Maxim Uslamin, who will provide you with the practical feedback, highlighting the crucial points investors pay attention to. Let me emphasize two key aspects of a trial pitch session. First is timing, second is structure. Timing, you have 5 minutes for a pitch. Structure consists of 10 crucial parts: company purpose, problem, solution, why no, market size, competition, product, business model, team, financials. That's it. So, who wants to be the first to share the pitch deck? Dan, can you please be the first?
Yeah, I volunteer to be the first.
Okay, great.
I just
So please
was
share your
asked.
print screen with us.
Okay, fine. Okay. Cool. So, hi everybody. My name is Dan Lowenberg. I'm from 3D Room Space. It's a. Let me explain. Sorry. This is. Beg your pardon. A few technical difficulties here. Okay. Let me share my. Right. To share my screen. Apologize. Just loading. Seems like. Okay. So this is our project, 3D Room Space Inc., a blockchain-enabled social rental platform that connects roommates, renters, and landlords. This is based on my own experience as a traveling tech worker. I've worked in the film industry. I've had projects for 4 to 6 months at a time, less than a year, but more than, say, a few weeks. I've had to travel from city to city, country to country in some cases. I've lived in New Zealand, Australia. Film projects get shot around the world, and I've had to travel to work on them. This is what makes us different. We are creating a rental ecosystem for roommates, tenants, and owners based on rental history and ecosystem and reputation with cutting-edge tech to serve the medium-term rental market. Tenants and roommates typically face these problems, which are lengthy application process, unverifiable listing information, and lack of roommate verification. Landlords typically face these problems, which is lost revenue due to vacancies, concessions, difficulty finding or retaining verifiable tenants, and credit check doesn't reflect rental history. This is the medium-term market, which is essentially longer than Airbnb, but shorter than regular rentals. Regular rentals are long-term, like 12 months or more. Airbnb is typically a few weeks or a few days to a few weeks. We want to position ourselves here, which is a higher verification as opposed to what exists right now, which is a low verification in the medium term. These are some of our clients, or I should say a target market. We have temporary workers such as myself, digital nomads, temporary workforce. College and recent graduates are also a target because they often want to have a lease that's less than a year. We also want to attempt to merge into the long-term market, but that's an eventual goal. Doubled up roommates, empty nesters, divorced, and single adults. Again, another target: international travelers and corporate rentals eventually. This is the solutions we want to use: AR, VR, blockchain, and social reputation. This is our architecture. Private database on the back end with an MVP and a public blockchain. And these are some of our screens and for the MVP. And this is our rollout on the East and West Coast. And these are some of our business models: user subscriptions, broker subscriptions, manager subscriptions. And let's just move on. These is a demand side of the market, and East and West Coast are merging. Sorry, missed that one. Financials, rollout milestones, and yeah. Anyway, this is our long-term objectives, which are help the homeless, housing as a service, deleverage AOP, and be effective. And this is our team right now. And real estate in New York, tech. We have a tech blockchain advisor and some other advisors and real estate. We're looking for this amount for our funding, and that's basically it. A couple of other items. We applied for a provisional patent and exit strategies and our MVP deck slide wireframes. So that's roughly it. We've done. We were at Crypto Invest Summit, which is we were at the summit in October, and that's essentially it. Thank you very much. We also have an MVP we're working on. I didn't show that, but that's it's in progress.
That was quick, Dan. Thank you. You actually had 2 minutes left in regards to the timing. So let's give a word to our investment committee to provide a feedback.
Yeah, probably this is the first time that one of the pitches was shorter than expected, rather than much.
I was told it was 5 minutes. I was told it was 5 minutes, so I figured I was going over. But
no, you did it in 4 minutes. Maybe that 5 minutes pressure made you skip a few slides. I actually saw that a few slides would be actually interesting to just stay on them.
We can have further conversations on that, and no problem. I just no problem. I mean, I can also show you the MVP we've been working on. I think that's probably not a bad thing. I think that's probably a little bit more useful. It's just really generally an overview. I think for further discussion, we should sort of, jump in and have. But we're working on an MVP right now. Might as well just quickly show that if I have another minute. And
sure.
That's probably a good thing. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but we'll try that.
All right. Any other feedback?
Well, the feedback is I really like the slides. They're not too crowded. Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, maybe you could make that as a GIF and put it in one of the slides. Maybe even the concluding slide. So even when.
Well, I mean, we have the wireframes, and I think that gives you a good idea. But yeah, I understand that's probably not a bad item. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, the feedback is the slides are, I think, very well structured, very attractive to the eye. I don't think there was any slide that was particularly crowded, except for the financial. Something that I always recommend is not to put, the entire spreadsheet, because even an accountant cannot, get a grasp in such a short time. So if somebody's going to be interested in it, you can share it always later. But I would say just keep, the key figures there, make them bigger, make them bold, and just, leave out the rest. What else? Yeah. I didn't see, I would recommend to put a slide with the problem of the market. You kind of briefly explained, but it's something that investors really appreciate. If you have 2 slides, which is a clear problem and a clear solution. You provided the clear solution with the slide that was, I believe, what makes us different slide. But you also provided, your competitors, and that was a very good job. You showed medium, long stays, and that's very good. But the real problem with the market and the reason why, for example, you use blockchain technology as well as AR, and why the others don't use it, for example, and what kind of edge that gives you. So basically, yeah, those probably are the feedback, the advice that I could give.
Yeah.
How about you, Jory?
Yeah, basically hit on the point. I just, on one slide, the medium term user slide, maybe they were all good except that one was hard to read in the coloring and the little text.
It actually, we actually had that was I should show you what we had originally, because
it was, yeah, all right. I mean, it was still good. It was when you were talking, I was trying to like look at it and it was like kind of messing with my eyes. But yeah, other than that, the slides were good. You were kind of going a little back and forth. Obviously, it's a demo, so you'll have that more organized. Other than that,
Yeah.
I was getting what you were saying. And then you were showing a picture of your conferences. Maybe put that on in a corner of a little slide or
that's
anything.
actually a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, and then yeah, I guess the MVP you said wasn't ready, but yeah, I'll definitely take a look at that. And that's basically it. I think vaccine hit everything else.
Yeah,
that's all I have to add.
A little clearer, maybe. I don't know if this is the other version of that slide that you're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The other one was totally different. But yeah, it had like all the wordings in that different colors. I don't know if it was I didn't know if it was the coloring or the little letters. I'm not sure. I had to like squint and look. I was like, all right, what's this saying? But that's it. I'm just giving you honest feedback.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I mean,
that one. The other, not this one. The next one. Immediate. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one. I was like, what? I was like, hold on, I can't even read some of this. So yeah, that.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. That's that's a good comment. Good comment.
Yep.
I mean, I like the slide itself. I think this is a cool looking slide, but yeah, we packed too much.
Yeah. I just for reading purpurposes.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it looks great. But
well, I have to thank Adele's team for this, because this is really, he had a big impact on this. So
yeah, that's cool. And I like how you were quick with the team too. You weren't like naming everyone. You're like, oh, and here are other guys. Some people sit there for a while and start naming everyone on the team. If you have a huge team, I mean, I don't need to know everyone. I need to know like the main like top players. And you did that good.
The important
you did that good.
I think the important thing is the concept and
exactly
getting the idea across. And I didn't actually show you this very last slide, which actually I think it was taken out of this, but it was a slide, sort of a conceptual slide, more likely. It's this one here, which is, which sort of shows a conceptual view of what's happening. It's sort of people coming on the system, living together, and then going out to the community. It's a little bit too conceptual for investors, but it's something that I sort of refer to at times, because it kind of gives the whole plan.
Yeah, that one's not too bad actually. So yeah, all right. Well, yeah, that was all I had to put in there.
Yeah, right.
Cool.
So
thank you, Dan.
Good luck, Dan.
Thank you, team. Yes, good luck with your further steps.
All right.
Have you already planned pitch competition with your manager?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of confused a little bit, because this process I thought was to vet us so that you may allow us to introduce us to investors. So yes, what is this process for exactly? I should say.
So the basically demo trial pitch is a session where you make a trial pitch before real pitch in front of VCs.
Right.
So LATOKEN Investment Committee provides you with the feedback. You change your presentation, and then you agree upon the date and time with your listing manager. I believe you have dedicated LATOKEN listing manager you work with, right?
You mean our real estate manager? Is that what you mean?
No. I mean, how did you find out this option to pitch demo pitch?
Nikita.
Yeah, so Nikita is your dedicated LATOKEN listing manager. So you can say that, okay, so Nikita will be informed about the fact that you participated in it. You change your presentation, and then you agree upon with Nikita for free slots when you can participate in front of VC funds. We have around 2 key panels per week. So you and other 2 projects, you participate in real pitch, and then investment team provides you with the feedback, and you agree upon like further steps in terms of investment or not, depending upon their final decision on your presentation. This is how it works. So this is like intermediary step. The next step is real pitch.
Okay.
All right. So let's give a word to Dan. No. Dan, Roma. Roman with the project ARM token. Are you here? You hearing us?
By the way, where do I see the recording for this? Is it on your website?
Roman.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yes,
Yeah,
please share the pitch deck.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Can I start?
Yes, sure. Your time. Please share your pitch deck with us.
Let me share screen.
Awesome.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for this opportunity, and also excuse me for not sharing my videos. There are some issues going on with my computer, and I couldn't fix it during the day. So this is my second try. And today I will speak about our ARM token project, which is, as you can see, it is for support for vulnerable. And I will tell you about our company and also our project, why we started this project. So who we are ARM Token has been founded in August 2019 by a group of enthusiasts who believe that every person can make a difference by supporting the vulnerable. Sometimes we forget about small things and also big importance that they play for us. One of the good examples are the bees that we have selected for our projects. And there are a number of ways, I think, that we can help the bees, such as sponsoring hives and also sponsoring beekeepers to keep the hives. And we believe that by sponsoring a hive, you aren't only supporting to save the bees, but also supporting ecosystem across the globe. Beehives can help establish a better environment by pollinating fruits and flowers. The purpose is that honeybees have contributed directly on the production of local food and has made great contribution to the pollination and production of crops. You may have heard that a world without bees means a world without fruit, vegetable, grains, etc. As Albert Einstein once said, if the bees disappeared off the surface of the globe, then we would have only 4 years to live. And we believe that it is really true. And let me hop up to the problem. Day by day, artificial intelligence, hold on. Okay, here it is. Day by day, artificial products are getting more and more places in the shelves of the stores, and people are purchasing them without understanding that it can harm our health and our future generation. We need to bring back natural products, and the bees are playing one of the most important roles in the agriculture circle. There are a number of ways that we might help the bees, such as sponsoring hive to be kept by beekeepers in safer environment. We believe that by sponsoring a hive, we are not only supporting to save the bees, but also improve our ecosystem across the globe. Beehives can help establish a better environment for our future generation by pollinating our future generation by pollinating plants and flowers. So the solution is we have actually selected several solutions about these issues, and I will not go through the every solution as my colleague before. It is very small shifts that I already noticed. I will only pinpoint 3 of them that we believe that by sponsoring a hive, it is one of the main purpose that we want to succeed in this project. As you can see the chart, we have number of solutions that we want to invest, and we are also we want beekeepers to keep their bees out of all this technological impact in bees. In the world, there are places which are far from, cellular phones and also from Wi-Fi adapters, technologies that are all, damaging our ecosystem. overall. So there was a question, why now? Because as you know that, excuse me, why it's going down. Why now? Honeybee is vulnerable to a variety of threats, including mobile network, Wi-Fi routers, climate change, and the likelihood and consequences of which have increased significantly over the last 5 to 10 years. And there was these statistics that I didn't manage to put in the slides, that around 30% of bee population has been damaged during these 5-10 years. And if we will continue like this, one day we will be in real threat that the flowers and every element of ecosystem will be damaged because of these small creatures that are making really huge impact in our ecosystem. So we have started back in 2019. It is just newly created idea, and we noticed why we have started in the first place. We noticed that in the markets, all day by day, all artificial, products are getting advanced. And if you go to buy something for your kid, for something for, to be healthy, you will not be able to find in many stores in the world. We have been in several, like in many stores, and when you ask for ecologically clean product, you never know if it is genuine or not. So by doing this, we are going to eco also, like by the production of honey, which will be eco-marked and sold in a local stores, and also in a wide, we will try to create a wider market for the ecologically clean honey, and also products that they will appear because of the bees. So we have started in 2019, and since then we did a lot of job, and now we are here and trying to present our project to your attention and to see your opinion about it and what kind of suggestions you will have for us. How we can prepare ourselves in a marketplace, and how we can involve more investors to invest in our project. So this is our team, main team, composed of 6 people, and we are trying really our best to try, to establish this system to help beekeepers and to try to evolve more people in this technological, in trying to invest through blockchain technologies in a beekeeping system. So this is pretty much it. Thank you for your attention, and we have, a number of contacts that we have.
Thank you, Roman.
Thank you too. Thank you, Daniel.
So who would like, out of investment committee, want to start the feedback session?
I can go. I don't mind. So yeah, differently from the previous pitch, you went a bit over 7 minutes, and that definitely requires some work on timing.
Excuse me, Maxim, how many minutes?
7 minutes.
7.
So 2 minutes more.
Okay.
Around 20 to 25% more than would be allowed in the pitching competition. I see that you followed the structure, and that's very good. I think there was just too much text and not enough infographics and numbers. That would be good if you could provide. From the presentation point of view, I feel like having the text on the slides and reading it is not really making an impact, because usually investors and whoever is listening, they already pay attention to what you're saying, and then in the slide, the best thing to have is something visual and just a few bullet points. So I think there's too much text, and in the solution slide also, the text is very small, and I had real troubles reading it. And I would make the solution clearer. It should be the key points of your presentation, really. And I wouldn't, just say, oh yeah, we have a few solutions. gonna briefly mention. I mean, that is probably the most important slide in the whole presentation.
Okay.
And for example, I didn't understand from your presentation why your solution needs, for example, blockchain and tokens. And well, I mean, if that is what your roadmap shows, that you want to do ICO airdrops and so on and so forth, that should probably be clear. And I think, well, I personally didn't understand that, and that's probably something that you should also care about. And yeah, that's about it. I think I covered the main points. Jory, what do you think? You're muted.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was basically just looking at slides we were talking. Yeah, I mean, you're saying basically everything I am. I guess I'll add a few things. You said the time, right? Because I had a time a little under 7 minutes, so it was a little long. But I know you had to explain a little bit. Oh, the members. Maybe shout out their names a little bit instead of just saying they're a developer. This names might help with the team players. If you want to go to that real quick, you'll see what I'm talking about. You just have like developer, CEO, marketer. Yeah, throw the guy. Even if they don't want their name, just throw their first name.
Jerry, actually, I just added in the last minute. That's why I couldn't make it to put the names. Yeah, but definitely I'll add all the description.
Put a name to the face. That helps.
Yeah,
like it just looks a little odd, So I got you. All right. Other than that, Maxine hit everything to the point. Basically, all my notes are everything that he's saying. Yeah, that's it. I mean, 7 minutes isn't too bad. Maybe run a little smaller on the main keys, but yeah, that's it. All right.
Yeah.
Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe there wasn't a part about financials. No, the presentation didn't include financial part.
No, it didn't include financials actually.
Yeah, I think it's extremely important, especially for investors, to understand what they get in return for the money they invested.
Return on investment, you mean, right? The calculation.
Yes, financial. Okay, I will send you the structure.
It will be great. Yeah, I'll definitely
just stick to this structure. It actually covers all crucial points. 10 points.
Okay,
the
great.
Financial part at the end.
Definitely, I'll do it.
10 points. Have you received it in the chat? Company purpose, problem.
Yeah.
Market size.
Yes, I noticed that already, and definitely I will go through the presentation and I will add all the missing parts, and also I'll try to make visuals more attractive and more visible in terms of
and more informative.
Looking in the slides. Figures. Yes, I make a note for myself, so I'll go ahead and I'll fix all the PPT that I pinpoint for you today.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, thank you very much for very interesting and
Roman, thank you. And for further step, connect your dedicated listing manager in regards to final pitch competition. This is why we are all kind of gathered here. This is an intermediate step. The final step is pitch competition. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining today's session. I encourage you to take into account this feedback and change your presentation to get prepared for further steps, which is pitch competition. Ask listing manager for exact date and time. We usually host this pitch competition twice or 3 times per week. Yes, so good luck and have a great day.
You too. Thank you very much for your great job.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.